I have developed a new kind of noodle, specially prepared. Ouch, man. And I'm not gonna let it get blunt in any way. This is my island veggie noodles. Yeah, these are simply noodles. There is carrot, onion, green pepper, and I still have fresh peppers and oil. Then I added dry kale, as you can see here. What else did I add? I added curry powder, crayfish. There is garlic powder and also fresh garlic itself. Hmm. So I'm making it the way that it doesn't become clumpy like we normally have noodles. I'm just putting some water, you know. If I need to add more to soften it, then I will go ahead and add it. Okay. So there's curry powder there, there's crayfish, garlic powder and fresh garlic, kale, dried kale leaves. Then I used top ramen and Duchess ramen noodles. You know, yeah. Then dried pepper. There's dried pepper and fresh peppers. As you can see, there's carrot, there's onion, green pepper. Yep. So I've designed my own delicacy, and it's called Island Veggie Noodles. Yeah, it's coming up. It's not gonna be clumpy. I'm just trying to make sure it's well cooked, but not as usual. Okay. Finally, the next thing I'm going to add lastly would be what is this now? Chicken sea sardines. That's the last thing. You know, it's already cooked and it has some oil. So I don't normally use so much oil in my cooking. I haven't really added oil. The oil that is there comes from that fresh pepper. Let me show you what my fresh pepper looks like. And this is my fresh pepper. Divina Calabrian peppers. They are from Italy. So they are stored in oil. That's the only small oil that came from that. You know, eating too much oil is bad for your health. Just a little touch of oil. Oh, can you imagine? This thing has been on the fire for about 15 or 12 minutes and it's not burnt. Before, I used to just let my noodles become so clumpy, like whatever. But these days, I'm practicing some culinary artwork. So I just let it go. I'm playing with the food. According to one chef that I recently got to know, he says, even when you're dishing food or doing anything, just play around with the food. Don't just go yeah into the food, you know. Just play around, play around. So that's what I'm doing here by not adding so much water. I'm just teasing the noodles with water. Teasing so I don't make it become like jollof rice. So in Nigeria, we have jollof rice. Sometimes it can be so clumpy, you can practically fold it, you know. But I'm learning not to make it that way. So my noodles seems broken. I like to break my noodles. So once I get the pack, I just tap. I just like them to be like this. See what it's like under. It's creating this saucy effect. Yay! I just thought I'd show you guys what I'm actually up to. You know, I should have started earlier. Oops, I don't really want so much oil. I will just try to get out my sardines. Oops, burnt my hand. I'll just try to get my sardine out of here without so much effect. To just be on this. Yep. Come on, sardine. So we don't also get so much oil out of it. Where are you, sardine? I don't need oil. Maybe I'll just get that pepper container. I'll just dab a little of the oil and then I'm gonna dump the remainder because I'm on an oil fast. I'm fasting from oil. In fact, I went to the clinic today for my routine check. The last time was in February. So it's been 8 months since I went. And we're talking about oily food, fried food. Each time I mess up eating so much oil, I just feel like flagellating myself. I was supposed to run one test and, talking to the doctor, she said, never mind. You're just okay, except you develop certain other things, that may predispose to whatever, then the test is recommended. But just go and continue your fast from oil, fried things, and just be good to your body while you're abstaining. So I'll just let it be. I've just been turning it too much at the end of the day. I hope it doesn't become what I don't want. Yep. So that's my island veggie noodles. I hope you can try it one of these days. Let me just give you a clue of how I began. So I set my pan on the fire. I was cutting. I didn't actually set that on first. I just kept this here. Then I cut my green pepper, carrot, tomatoes, onion right in here without adding oil. So nowadays, people should learn to eat healthy. You can broil your food. I think that's what I was trying to do. I was just putting it there, cutting the stuff, and then I put on the fire or the heat. I was just turning the vegetables there, and then I went on to add my garlic powder, curry powder, crayfish powder, the fresh garlic itself. you know I put all those, and then I added the spice from the noodle packs to that. And then, having added all those things, I went ahead and put my noodles, and I was just practically covering the noodles with the vegetables, and I hadn't still added water. Everything was just going perfectly well. Now, after that, I brought my fresh Calabrian peppers and then added it. That's when a little bit of oil came into the saucepan, you know, and then you saw me stirring and also making sure it doesn't just break up in the saucepan. And now I've gone ahead to add what was that again? My chicken of the sea wild caught sardines, and added the sardines are actually smoked. Yeah, so this thing is beginning to burn. That means it's getting ready. I don't want it to stick to the pan. So our noodles is cooked. I didn't just pour water into it as I used to do. But since I started practicing my culinary arts, I would just add a little water. I was just playing with the water and just sprinkling until the noodles got cooked. I've put off that heat, and here I'll leave it simmering for a bit, and then I'm gonna get my dish and go do justice to my island veggie noodles. thank you for watching. You're not gonna see me when I get to eat my noodles, or do you wanna see me? Yeah? Yeah? I thought I could show you my face, but it's not coming up. So that's it, friends. Go and try this recipe of island veggie noodles. That's it. Thank you. Bye bye. Pause.